play what y'all would want to hear. I asked for suggestions. Crickets is all I got. So, except for one person who did, the one person who asked me to play something specific was classical music, and that's the only thing I'm not playing. I got nothing. I did find something in D a while ago, and I was like, I can play that. I'll play it afterwards for you. There you go. So instead I decided I'm gonna play what I play when God and I are having a moment. Sometimes those moments are really happy and I'm super excited. And sometimes I'm really down and I don't get what he's doing. Does anybody else have that moment? And I'm crying, but I get kudos because I just went to a funeral and I did not cry during the funeral, okay? My dad would be very proud of me. Musician does not do that, so.
Play something happy.
Yeah, well, this one is happy, but for a different reason. It's a little different. And if you know the song, feel free to hum or sing along because, as you know, there is no solo done in church when I'm there because I'm always singing along with it. So this is a song that I'm going to thank, I forgot your last name, Teresa Shelton for, because I had like $1,000 worth of music stolen. I don't know, gosh, that was probably 10 or 15 years ago. And she found out, and you know, she sings and plays piano all the time. Not, but she went and asked and bought music, and it's some of my favorites. So this is one of my favorite songs. Anything that talks about the cross or heaven, looking forward to that. So. move the mic next time. When I Survey the Wondrous Cross. Did you figure out what the Sherry song was? Do y'all know that one? The Love of God?
George probably should, to be exact.
Yeah. George, go George. Here's another one I just like, and maybe you know this one, maybe not, I don't know. My shepherd will supply my need. Sometimes I need that. That sounds like a tip jar. Ron and who was it, Dean Hahn, he said, we don't have to put a tip jar up there at the church for you. we did it in their honor to be funny. Any donations actually go to the ladies ministry, so that seemed really weird to say that. my funeral little paper, and I want Jen Gressick, whatever her name is now, I want her to sing that. It's so pretty. And now Marva, we're going to do a happy one. I love to play this. You know, I'm very sarcastic. You know me, I am. And so I love to play this song. I know, shocking. I love to play this song when it's raining or like during Snowmageddon that we just had. This would have been a good song. Okay. That's my word for it. Or what's the other? Snowvision? Yeah.
Good enough.
I like Snowmageddon better because I love it when people try to spell it. It just brings me joy. Thank you. What song is this? Everybody likes that. Miss Glinda, I asked her one time, I said, Glinda, do you like it, the jazzy stuff? Would you like to do something together? And she said, no. And that's all she ever said about that. And these songs that I'm about to play right now, if you know them, sing along. They're just normal, out of the hymnal. It's called the Consecration Medley. Maybe I'll give you a hint. song anyway, and I already had this book, but I had a sweet moment one day when I got to go to Miss Galinda's, Miss Mack's house, and dig through her music, and I traded off my book and got hers, and this has all her little markings in it that says shh, which she used to write in my music a lot. And actually this is a blessing, y'all. Miss Mack, she could play anything, right? And she has written in here, this note up here in the stratosphere, she wrote, it's an A. Oh, that's a blessing, y'all. I was like, she had to do that too. It's not just me. It made me feel so good. So, miss her. And she's there. She knows what it's like. So, ooh, yes, my eyes are running sometimes. Ooh. Allergies, bad. This one, I'm going to remember to flip my pages back so I can turn them without an unexpected pause. The Old Red Cross. Second hardest song I've ever had to learn, but the pages are still in the book because this book is actually awesome, Miss Glenda's. And she evidently had to work on it a little bit too. I got all kind of marking in here. Sometimes she'll just say X. What were they thinking? That's just crazy. We don't be playing that. I'm playing this song. It's one of my favorites to play, even though I have a very hard time doing it. So listen in the spirit of grace. But also I want to share with you a memory. The first time I played it, I must have played it for 4 or 5 months. Sherry had to listen upstairs in the office to a lot of mistakes. And bless her heart, she'd get so excited and then, oh yeah, she did that wrong again. But when I finally got to play it, I was so nervous. It really increases your prayer life though when you play a really hard song. Lord, please don't let me make a fool out of me or you. But it's always, of course, making a fool out of me. But when I finally played it, I was so nervous. But then when I start playing it, like I always do with songs, whether you're singing it or listening, God gets in there, right? And the Holy Spirit works. And this song, I'm going to cry through it, and you're just going to deal with it. This was when Dean was still here, and he sat on the front row, and he always did, because he had bone cancer, and he had those pads. And I knew he was there. He liked the jazzy, come on, he'd say, let's go. He wanted that jazzy stuff, he liked that. But when I played this song, he had found that his cancer had come back. And that man, at one point, he just started, I don't know if you remember that, he just stood up on the front row, hands raised, and just started worshiping. And then, of course, it gets quiet again. And I'm gonna confess, I like songs that do that, because I catch some of y'all talking. And then worship in the morning, and preludes, and nothing makes me happier than when it gets real quiet all of a sudden, and you hear him going, and then she said, forgive me, Lord, that's true. And so it came to a part where it got real quiet, and he was worshiping. And I'm not sure he knew any of us were there. And I realized he's not singing the words of the song. He's praying. He's to his Lord. Wow. I didn't care about the song anymore. I just started worshiping with him. What was I thinking? We could have been enjoying this all along. So try to do that now. I'm going to play How Great Thou Art, I hope. It's much harder to play when you can't play it well anyway, and you can't see the music, so this will be fun. Yeah. Mercy and grace. That's what we're going to think. more food. If I lose a little bit of weight and y'all put some on, see what I'm saying? Okay.